And we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow.
He was eager to get right back out and do it again, so I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Slant pass to Bird, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scoring or yardage?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And he comes off
it down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his pass incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 3rd down and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 81 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now is a punter, Jordan Stout. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Jones. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. This will be caught by Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Well, come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. An inside give, Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Brown. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. They had lots of looking behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll fight his tight end here, Asiasi. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Short throw to Smith. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Burrow will throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll stick with the throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And the Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now left side on the swing pass. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6.
Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he returns this to the 22. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
And the Tokyo first down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Nwangu now from his end zone. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Burrow on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He completes it to Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down. We've got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Brown is in. Touchdown Bengals. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Packers who are out in front.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive? on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 20. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Short throw to Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From midfield now, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they'll convert on 3rd and inches.
That's good for the Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The throw over the middle taken in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Boys, you got this.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Like you've been here before.
Third and goal.
Touchdown, you are so...
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have opened the lead up to 30. Now, I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On now is the punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here, about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41.
Burrow looking to pass. Short throw to Smith. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion left goes Boyd. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's another Bengals first down.
Now Burrow on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Burrow on play action. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
At their own 1-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Jackson options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So they bring out their punter, standing just just about on his own goal line. Jones on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The ever-dependable Tyler Boyd leading this offense back out there as Cincinnati gets set for their next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on down to 20 before he's brought down. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Burrow on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. So he's stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked up by Michael. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Now Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They give it to Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Nwangu. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
A 23-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
It's so hard for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Breaks through the contact. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Pickens. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to